Have you ever imagined that somewhere in a quiet corner of the world, there still exists a place with no clocks, no deadlines, no honking horns, not even strong phone signal? A place where time flows slowly, where people never rush, where there is only stone, water, flowers, and the whisper of wind. Welcome to Sonogno, a tiny village, almost forgotten by the modern world, hidden at the very end of the Verzasca Valley in southern Switzerland. Today, I'll take you on a journey to discover this raw gem of the Alps, a place where every rooftop, every dewdrop, every stone holds a silent fairy tale. We'll wander past century-old stone houses, taste the smoky flavor of polenta cooked over open fire, and stand in awe before a stone bridge arching over emerald waters. Don't just watch this video, feel every step, because this is not just a place, it's an experience. An experience I believe you'll remember forever. The first glimpse, Verzasca Valley and Sonogno. Tucked away at the very end of the Verzasca Valley lies Sonogno, a place that time forgot. Driving into this corner of southern Switzerland feels like entering a portal. Towering alpine peaks form a natural wall around the valley, shielding Sonogno from the modern world. You pass through winding roads flanked by lush forests and cascading rivers, and then, like magic, the village appears. Sonogno doesn't announce itself. It simply waits, quiet, still, unassuming. The air grows cooler, the sky clearer, and your thoughts begin to slow down. Surrounded by 7 majestic peaks, Sonogno is one of the last truly remote settlements of the Alps. The village sits calmly at the base of these giants, shaped by centuries of wind, stone, and silence. It's a landscape carved by nature and preserved by time. There's no rush here. The only thing that moves quickly is the mountain stream, clear as glass, reflecting the stillness of the surrounding world. It's more than a destination, it's a feeling, a return to something raw and real. Stone architecture, a heritage of resilience. Every home in Sonogno tells a story written in stone. Thick-walled houses built from local granite stand sturdy against centuries of alpine weather. Their roofs are laid with heavy, PO'd stone tiles, stacked by hand and supported by wooden beams. These roofs don't just protect from snow, they ground the home, anchoring it to the mountains like roots of a tree. Balconies made of aged timber extend outward, often used to dry herbs and flowers in the mountain sun. Some homes feature an outdoor stone oven, where bread was baked for generations. You'll find soot-stained stones whispering tales of warm loaves and winter survival. What's incredible is that these methods still work. No concrete, no steel, just the intelligence of tradition. The village isn't a museum, it's alive. Families still use these homes today, proving that simplicity and strength never go out of style. Walking down cobblestone paths, you feel the craftsmanship in every corner, the legacy of builders who used what nature gave them, and nothing more. There's a kind of harmony here, human life built in rhythm with rock, weather, and time. The people and their pace of life. Life in Sonogno unfolds like a quiet poem. With only a few dozen full-time residents, this village moves at the speed of the seasons. There are no supermarkets, no traffic lights, and certainly no hustle. What you do find are neighbors who greet you with a nod, locals who leave fresh cheese out for sale with only a coin box for payment, an unspoken system of trust. This is a place where honesty isn't just expected, it's assumed. Winters are harsh here, with snow often cutting off the village for months. But instead of isolation, it breeds connection. People check on each other, share supplies, swap stories by the fireplace. Life is intimate. Every face is familiar. You begin to realize something important. Peace isn't found in silence, but in shared understanding. Here, community isn't a buzzword, it's a lifeline. Sonogno reminds us that when modern noise fades away, we're left with something real: human connection, simplicity, and presence. In a world that races forward, this village stands still, and in doing so, it invites us to stop too. Language and culture, Italian roots in Swiss soil. Though deep in the Swiss Alps, Sonogno speaks with an Italian soul. This is Ticino, the Italian-speaking canton of Switzerland, and the influence is everywhere, from the rhythm of conversation to the warmth of hospitality. It's not just a language, it's a lifestyle. You'll notice it in the afternoon pace, the flower-filled windows, the love for good food, laughter, and open-air chats. Ticino is a cultural blend where alpine toughness meets Mediterranean ease. It's also part of what makes Switzerland so unique: 4 official languages, 1 small country. German dominates the north, French the west, Romansh lingers in the southeast, and Italian, rich and melodic, flourishes here. In Sonogno, this fusion creates a flavor all its own. Even the architecture leans southward. Stone houses with wooden balconies echo mountain life, but with the color and charm of Italy. You'll find sculptures, hand-carved statues, and painted doors, turning ordinary corners into hidden art. It's a reminder that identity isn't fixed. It's layered, textured, and expressed in the quiet details of daily life. Mountain flavors, a taste of the Alps. In Sonogno, food is more than fuel. It's memory, heritage, and heart. The most beloved dish here is polenta, a slow-cooked cornmeal porridge stirred over an open fire until it turns rich and creamy. Served with stewed meats, wild mushrooms, or melted cheese, it's comfort food shaped by centuries. Then there's bruschetti, a slow-simmered beef stew laced with garlic, butter, and red wine. Earthy, soulful, and unforgettable. For dessert, locals prepare torta di pane, a bread pudding made from leftover loaves, soaked in milk, spiced with cinnamon, and dotted with dried fruits. Even waste is turned into warmth. But what really stands out are the dairy products, cheeses like raclette, tolma, or the creamy Alpkas, made from alpine cow's milk. You can taste the flowers in the pastures, the clarity of the air, the pride in the process. Yogurt and cream here are so fresh, they feel like morning dew. Dining in Sonogno isn't about restaurants or fine dining. It's about tradition, generosity, and meals that feed the soul as much as the stomach. Santa Maria Loretana, the heart of the village. At the village center stands Santa Maria Loretana, a 17th century church whose quiet elegance mirrors the landscape around it. With its onion-shaped dome and tall stone tower, it rises like a silent guardian over the rooftops of Sonogno. Stepping inside feels like entering a timeless sanctuary. The soft light filters through glass-paneled doors, illuminating delicate murals that tell the life story of Mary. There are no grand chandeliers or golden altars here, just simplicity, serenity, and sacred air. This church is more than a religious site. It's a communal heart where villagers gather not just to pray, but to reflect, grieve, hope, and reconnect. The design is intimate, the scale human. You feel cradled, not overwhelmed. Even if you're not religious, the calmness here is undeniable. It feels like a space that listens, a moment of pause in a world full of noise. And when you step back out, you're greeted again by the Alps, reminding you that in Sonogno, heaven and earth are only ever a few steps apart. Wandering through Sonogno, the beauty in small things. Exploring Sonogno on foot is like paging through a storybook. Every corner holds something quiet and magical. Whether it's a wooden sculpture tucked into a garden, a blooming red flower cascading from a stone window, or a cat lounging lazily on a sun-drenched wall. The cobblestone paths wind between homes that feel alive with memory. You don't just walk, you pause. You listen to birdsong echoing off the mountains, hear the hush of wind brushing through leaves, and smell the sweet scent of herbs drying in the sun. Children wave shyly, goats peer from behind fences, and trout swim playfully in crystal-clear streams. Even a simple bench by the roadside becomes an invitation to rest, to look around, to breathe. This is slow travel at its best, not about checking off sights, but allowing a place to change you. You start to notice things you'd normally miss. A smile, a carved doorframe, a cloud catching sunlight. In Sonogno, the smallest details leave the deepest impressions. La Froda Waterfall, a hidden gem of serenity. Just a short walk from the village lies La Froda Waterfall, a shimmering cascade hidden among the trees. The trail leading there is gentle, winding through grassy meadows and whispering forests. It's the kind of path that encourages you to walk slowly, to notice the way light filters through the leaves and how the air smells cleaner with every step. As you get closer, the sound of falling water grows louder, inviting, rhythmic, almost like nature's heartbeat. And then you see it, a curtain of water tumbling from the cliffs above, framed by ferns and moss-covered stone. There's a wooden bridge nearby, perfectly placed for lingering views. If you're lucky, you'll find the wooden chair set facing the falls, placed by someone who understood the magic of stillness. In summer, a small cafe nearby offers refreshments, but in winter, it's just you and the waterfall. The silence is deeper, the peace more profound. It's not a famous landmark. It doesn't need to be. La Froda is a reminder that some of life's most beautiful moments are found in the quietest places. Ponte dei Salti, the most beautiful bridge in Switzerland. Down the valley in Lavertezzo awaits a masterpiece, Ponte dei Salti, or the Jumping Bridge. Built over 400 years ago, this double-arched stone bridge stretches gracefully across the emerald-green waters of the Verzasca River. It looks like it belongs in a fantasy novel. Elegant, timeless, and impossibly picturesque. The name comes from the tradition of locals leaping from its arches into the icy waters below during the summer months. Would you dare? Whether you're brave enough to jump or prefer to simply gaze, the experience is unforgettable. The water here is so clear you can count the stones at the bottom. The scene is surreal, rugged mountain walls, swirling mists, and a bridge that seems carved from dreams. It's no wonder it's considered one of the most beautiful spots in all of Switzerland, yet it remains untouched by over-tourism. You can still stand alone here, breathe deeply, and feel the history beneath your feet. Ponte dei Salti is more than a bridge. It's a passage between past and present, adventure and reflection. Life and cost in Sonogno. Paradise comes at a price. Living in Sonogno may seem like a dream, and it is, but like all dreams, it comes with a cost. Switzerland is famously expensive, and Sonogno is no exception. A simple guest house stay ranges from 70 to 200 Swiss francs per night, depending on the season and the comfort level. Even everyday items, cheese, coffee, or groceries, can leave your wallet noticeably lighter. The Swiss franc, CHF, is stronger than both the euro and the US dollar, meaning travelers often feel the pinch. But what you get in return is priceless: safety, beauty, calm, and a sense of timelessness. Locals earn significantly higher wages, often 8,000 to 10,000 Swiss francs per month, in cities like Zurich or Geneva. In Sonogno, income may be simpler, but the quality of life remains sky high. Here, people trade luxury for legacy, excess for essence. And in many ways, that's what makes it paradise. A place not for indulgence, but for appreciation. If you come, bring an open heart, not just a full wallet. Final thoughts. A place that whispers to the soul. If Sonogno moved you even a little, don't let the feeling fade. Like, share, or comment to help others discover this hidden alpine gem. Sometimes, the most powerful journeys aren't loud or far. They're the quiet ones that remind us who we are. Whether you dream of visiting someday or simply carry this place in your heart, know this: the world still holds magic for those willing to slow down and see it. So subscribe for more unforgettable places like this, and when the time is right, come walk these stone paths for yourself. I promise you won't want to leave.